Hello students, today we are going to start a chapter 5 of Science 8. The chapter name is Coal and Petroleum. This coal and petroleum have been used as a fuel for a very long period of time. There are many other activities that are done by the use of coal and petroleum. We cannot imagine our life nowadays without petroleum and coal. Suppose if petroleum is over from our earth or it is not anymore available to us, what will happen? How will you be able to drive your cars, your motorcycles and these types of products? So this is very much essential. And as coal and petroleum are very much exhaustible, that is, they are non-renewable resources, we should use them very judiciously and very carefully. Okay, so we will be discussing about very different types of resources. That is, what are exhaustible resources, what are inexhaustible resources, and then we'll be discuss what are fossil fuels. Then we will be discussing about coals, how this coal or how this coal is formed, what is the types of coal, and how this coal is used. Similarly, petroleum, we will study about different types of product we get from petroleum, how this petroleum is formed. And then we will be discussing about natural gas and then LPGs also. So this is all we will be studying in today's or in this chapter. Now the first heading. Exhaustible and inexhaustible resources. Okay, now as you know, the sun is the ultimate source of energy and it provides us with heat and light, and it has been doing this for millions of years. Now we get light from candles as well, okay, and we get this, but it is very limited in duration. So this is a fuel because this wax of that candle is a fuel. So we get energy that we get from candle, but it's a very short period of time. So sun is an inexhaustible resource, but candle is an exhaustible resource. Another name for inexhaustible resources is renewable resources that can be renewed again and again. Like water is a renewable resource because rain comes, you use the water, then through evaporation, water again goes up, again rain comes, so it is a renewable resource. And exhaustible resources are called non-renewable resource. Okay, so sunlight is an inexhaustible or renewable natural resource, and candle is a exhaustible or non-renewable resource. Okay, there are many exhaustible and inexhaustible resources available to us, and this exhaustible resources, they are given to us in a very limited quantity, and so we should use them very much carefully. Like coal, petroleum, natural gas and wood are example of exhaustible resources. Okay, there are some inexhaustible and renewable energy sources also, like tide, earth, like wind, okay, nuclear energies, biogas. So these are renewable or inexhaustible energy resources. Okay, there is an activity given, it's of various energy sources that you have to make and categorize them as renewable or non-renewable sources. Okay, write down some, any. Like take renewable, you can write water, you can write wind, you can write solar energy, and for non-renewable you can write coal, petroleum, wood and etc. So please complete that activity by yourself. So the next heading that we are going to study is fossil fuels. Now, wood is a fossil. Wood is a fuel. Coal is a fuel. So, is it wood is a fossil fuel or not? Of course, it is not a fossil fuel. Let me write down heading: fossil fuel. Now, wood. Let's take example of wood, then we will take an example of coal. Now, wood is a fuel. आप सब मानते हैं कि wood एक fuel है, coal भी एक fuel है. Fuel means जो भी आपको energy, heat and energy produce देता है on combustion, that is fuel. So both are fuel, but this wood is not a fossil fuel, but this is a fossil fuel, because wood, fossil means fuel that is created by the dead remains of living organism which are trapped between the layer of rocks, and coal is made like this. So that's why coal, petroleum, natural gas are fossil fuels, and this wood is only a fuel. You know, almost world's 75% world energies needs are met by fossil fuels, and in India 90% of its energy requirement are met by fossil fuels. Okay, so these because these fossil fuels are formed by very slow decomposition of dead plants and animals which get buried under the layer of earth for a very long period of time. Okay, so we should know about this, how this coal is formed, how this different types of products are formed. So next is heading is coal. Now we will be discussing how the coal is made. Coal. You know, in India, in the rural part of India, the food is cooked on chulas. You know, chulas are used as in your cities. Stoves are used. In rural area, chulas are used. So coal is used as a fuel there, because coal is a type of rock, and the coal is made up of, or it's called a sedimentary rock. What it is called? It is called sedimentary rock. Okay. Now, you know, it is mainly made up of carbon. Earlier, it is used to power steam engines. Now, steam engines are not anymore used because electrical engines and motor engines are used. But nowadays, this coal is used in thermal plants to produce electricity. So, coal has a very much great importance to us. So, we shall know how this coal is formed. So, next we will be discussing the heading formation of coal. Let me draw a small image for you. Suppose this is earth surface. Okay. Now on earth surface, millions of years ago, what happens? Some plants were dead. So what happens? These plants under the layer of earth get accumulated. There, this dead plants are there. Now, and these dead plants, ये यहाँ पे कैसा है बच्चा? From well, maybe कोई volcano eruption हुआ, उसकी वजह से ये buried हो गए, फिर बहुत layers earth की बन गई, या earthquakes आए, ये अंदर submerged हो गए. So that's how these dead plants go onto the layers of earth surface. Now, what happened here? You know this, now they will be covered by sand, clay and water. Because of this pressure of this, as it is very much pressure will be given, so there will be very intense pressure will be there. And आप जानते हैं कि अर्थ की सरफेस में कोर होता है, कोर हैज़ वेरी मच हाई टेम्परेचर, तो यहाँ पे टेम्परेचर भी बहुत हाई होता है, दैट इज इंटेंस टेम्परेचर इज ऑल्सो देयर. Okay, now because of intense pressure, intense temperature, एंड यहाँ पे कोई भी एयर नहीं होगी बच्चा, बिकॉज एयर होने के लिए कोई ऑक्सीजन नहीं है. सो प्लस एब्सेंस ऑफ एयर for a million of periods of time, millions of time, coal is formed. So that's how coal is formed. So the process of conversion of plants and animals into coal is called carbonization. Okay, and mostly we say that coal is made from dead plants. Okay, so the remains of dead plants form coal, and this is the process how this coal is formed. Okay, so this is the formation of coal. Now we will be discussing about different types of coals. Okay, so that's how our coals are formed. So next heading is types of coals. There are 4 types of coals depending on their calorific value. What is calorific values? बच्चा हर कोल में एक लेवल ऑफ कार्बन कंटेंट होता है, दैट इज उनमें एक परसेंटेज होगा कि उनमें कितना कार्बन है. उस कार्बन से हमें उसकी कैलोरिफिक वैल्यू पता चलती है. जितना हाई कंटेंट होगा ऑफ कार्बन उतना ही हाई उसकी कैलोरिफिक वैल्यू होगी. कैलोरिफिक वैल्यू होगी कैलोरीज. यू कैन, हम लोग घर में अगर आपके मम्मी पापा बोलते हो कैलोरीज, यू हैव टू शुड टेक कैलोरीज बिकॉज कैलोरीज हमें हमारी एनर्जी देते हैं. सो सिमिलरली कोल में अगर हाई कंटेंट ऑफ कार्बन होगा तो उसकी कैलोरिफिक वैल्यू ज़्यादा होगी. दैट इज वो इजीली और मोर हमें एनर्जी देगा. ओके, इट विल हैव गिव यू अ मोर अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी. So there are 4 different types of coals. First coal, because of this high temperature and pressure, the first type of coal is peat, which is peat. Now, this is the first stage in the formation of coal. The first type of coal is formed, and it is very soft and can be easily compressed. It has only 11% of carbon contents. That's why it is called inferior type of coal, or it has low calorific value. Okay, so peat has only 11% carbon content. It has low calorific value. That's why it is called inferior type of coal. And mostly जो इसका content होता है from which this peat is made, it is made from marshland vegetation. Which it is made from? It is made from marshland vegetation. Okay, and it is formed by the action of bacteria on these plants. Okay, the next type of coal is lignite. Okay, so it is relatively young coal deposit which is not subjected to extreme heat and pressure. Okay, and it appears more like soil than the rock. ये बच्चा मोर आपको एक soil जैसा दिखेगा, and it's not like proper rock is not there of this lignite. Okay, and this which disintegrates. Disintegrates means it break easily when exposed to the weather. It has high amount of moisture in it. It has very much high amount of moisture in it. Okay, it is generally used at power plants to produce electricity, and its carbon content is also low, that is 38% of carbon content is there. Hence it produces very low amount of energy. Third type of coal is bituminous coal. Bituminous coal. Now, it is also called domestic coal, or it is commonly used coal. It is the most commonly or most commercially used coal is bituminous coal. Now, it is found in greater depths. आप अगर अर्थ पे, मान लीजिए आपकी अर्थ है, ठीक है, अगर आप इसमें डिग कर रहे हैं तो सबसे पहले आपको पीच मिलेगा, फिर आपको लिग्नाइट मिलता है, आफ्टर दैट यू विल गेट बिटुमिनस कोल, ओके। आफ्टर दैट आपके बताऊंगी इसके बाद कौन सा कोल मिलेगा, ओके। सो दिस बिटुमिनस इज soft and black in color. Now, lignite is brown in color. This bituminous is soft and black in color and has 65% of carbon content. And it is most important fuel for steel and iron industries. So, where it is mostly used? It is used in steel and iron industries. Now, it produces 2 to 3 times more heat than lignite. You can see the percentage calorific difference is just double, but it produces 2 to 3 times of lignite energy. The fourth type of coal is anthracite. What is anthracite? Okay. Now this anthracite, it is formed very, very deep. So the next coal that is formed is anthracite coal. Okay, so now you know it is very hard, it is black and it is lustrous. It's like shiny type का coal होता है बच्चा ये, and it has the most highest carbon content, that is 96%. Okay, so it is very, very much costly. And apart from carbon, coal contains some other compounds like of nitrogen, sulfur as well. Okay. So this is about the types of coals. Now we will be studying about the mining of coal. As I have told you, this coal occurs under the earth's surface. So mining has to be done, that is mines have to be made for the excavation of these coals. Okay? Excavation means हमें इन्हें निकालने के लिए mines बनानी पड़ती है. Okay, the process of extractions of coal from under the earth is called mining or coal mining. Now, coal deposits are found in coal mines, and a coal mine and its accompanying structures are collectively known as colliery. What it is called? Colliery. Okay. अगर एक coal mine है और उसकी accompanying structures like एक माइन का गेट है, उसके पास बिल्डिंग है, कोई और माइन एरिया है, डग्ड एरिया है, and this whole structure together called colliery. Okay, now the processing of coal comes. The coal that is obtained from the earth's surface is in a raw form. We have to make it fit so that it can be used for our various purposes, like for producing electricity or for using as a fuel at homes, like in rural areas. So the next heading is processing of coal. You know, coal gives you, when we process this coal, we get different types of products also, and these different types of products is used for different types of uses by us. So once this coal is extracted from the coal mine, it is processed in the coal preparation plant. Where it is processed? जहाँ पे coal को हम prepared करते हैं, that is called coal preparation plant. And it comprises, here what happens, dirt is removed. जो extra soil, clay, sand होगी उस और वो होगी उसे हम remove करेंगे. Okay? Then rock sulfur or any unwanted material are removed to increase the calorific value of coal. After that, we will start the process of destructive distillation. Destructive distillation. This is a process called destructive distillation is carried out. What happened in this? This coal is burned in the absence or is heated in the absence of air to yield many other important products. I have told you coal is not directly used, it can be used in various forms. So by destructive distillation, क्या करते हैं हम बच्चे destructive distillation में coal जिसमें से हमने सारी impurities हटा दी हैं उस coal को heat करेंगे air की absence में and उससे different types of products मिलते हैं और हम use करेंगे different types of things के लिए. Okay, so the first product that we get from the coal is coke. What it is? Coke. Okay. Now this coke is a solid material and it's produced by destructive distillation of bituminous coal. ये किससे बनता है बच्चा? Bituminous coal से बनता है. Okay. Now this process, that is when the coal, that is solid material coke, is formed from burning or from destructive distillation of bituminous coal, then this process is called coking. What it is called? Coking. ये जो पूरा process होता है इसे हम कहते हैं coking. And now this coke is a very important fuel and it is used in the manufacture of steel and in the extraction of other metals. So I have told you that this bituminous coal is used in steel and iron industry. That's how it is used. It is used in the form of coke, not directly but in a form of coke. Okay, this is about coking or coke. Now you know coke is a better fuel than coal because it produces it does not produce smoke on heating and it produces more heat than coal. And the next product that is produced by the destructive distillation is coal tar. Now it is a very thick black liquid and it is a byproduct of coal and it is used to make road and roofing materials. अगर आपने कहीं साइड में रोड कंस्ट्रक्शन हो रहा हो तो बच्चे एक ब्लैक कलर का टार रखा हुआ होता है, ब्लैक टार टाइप, दैट इज कोल टार and it is used for the construction of roads. Okay, and also roofing also. That is your roof when if you are building a new house, you can see how this roof is made. Or if you are seeing, suppose a house is constructed at your nearby your locality, please go and visit when the roof is laying out on that. Okay. And it is also used in various industries like synthetic dyes it is used, in fabrics, in explosive it is used, in perfumes also, plastics. You know, I have told you plastics are made from coal, petroleum and natural gases. So that's how this coal tar is very much useful. You know, even coal tar is useful, is used in shampoos to comb out this dandruff and lice. So maybe your head and shoulder may have some this coal tar in it. Okay, naphthalene balls used to repel pests are obtained from coal tar. This naphthalene balls, आप अपनी मम्मा से पूछिएगा, वो आपकी जो important clothes होते हैं या जो बहुत costly clothes होते हैं, she puts some this naphthalene balls in it, and these naphthalene balls are created from coal tar or obtained from coal tar. Next, after this coke and coal tar, there is coal gas. The next byproduct of coal is coal gas. Now, this coal gas is also a product of and it has a mixture of gases like hydrogen, carbon monoxide, methane and other volatile gases. Okay, what is volatile? जो easily react कर लेती है. Okay, so coal gas is a mixture of carbon, hydrogen, methane and other volatile hydrocarbons like methane, butane, ethane, like this type of. So coal gas is this. Now it also contains carbon dioxide and nitrogen as well as impurities. These are impurities. These are not necessary for us but they are there. So this is coal gas and it is mainly used in cooking, lighting and heating purposes. So the next byproduct of coal is ammoniacal liquor. What it is? Ammoniacal liquor. Okay, This is another type of byproduct of bituminous coal, and it is a solution of ammonia, ammonium compounds and sulfur compounds, and it is used in the manufacturing of fertilizers. Okay, so this is about all the byproducts of coal. Now there is a fact fight given. You know, Newcastle in Australia is the world's largest coal export port. Port means you know, your sea or your river may have an area where ship comes and goes and stop for a point. So that is port. So Newcastle in Australia is the world's largest coal port. So this is about the processing of coal. Now we will be discussing about the distribution. That is distribution. What is distribution? How the coal is not distributed to us, but how the earth, the different continents have how much amount of coal in it. This is called distribution of coal. You know, the countries which have the largest coal reserves are USA. USA has, you know, how much percent amount of coal USA has? It has 27.1% of coal. That much amount of high coal is there in USA. Next is Russia. Russia has about 17.3%. Then comes China. China has around 12.6% of coal reserves there. India, then comes India. India has 10.2% coal reserves. Then comes Australia, it is 8.6%. What it is? Australia, 8.6%. Then comes South Africa with 5.4%. South Africa with 5.4%. Other countries also have some coal reserves, but these are the major countries which have a high amount of coal reserves with them. And you know, China is the world largest producer of coal. Okay, so China is the largest producer of coal in the world, whereas the other leading producers are Australia, India, South Africa and Russia. Okay, in India, coal is mainly found in West Bengal, Jharkhand, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana and Maharashtra. Where it is found? Coal is found at West Bengal, Jharkhand, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana and Maharashtra. And you know, Jharkhand is the leading coal producing state with 38% of the total coal reserves in India. Out of that 10.2%, 38% is in Jharkhand. Okay, now we will be discussing about the advantages and disadvantages of using coal. Okay, as coal is a low cost energy source and this the mainstay of both the developed and developing country. Okay, and you know, the extraction of coal is very much expensive and it is used to produce electricity. So the advantage is it is very low in cost. It is used for producing electricity, but you know, it fulfill around 65% of our need. In India, it fulfill around 65% of our needs. That is the need of our population. But bacha, you know, on this rate which we are using this coal, it will exhaust around 20 years. After 20 years, you know, maybe in 2040, you will not be able to have any coal with you. Even less time will be required. So please use coal very judiciously. The disadvantage is only for our environment. If we do not use this coal regularly or properly, then our environment may get affected. You know, 50% of the electricity generated in the United States is from coal. Okay. So disadvantage is that it gets very harmful effects for our environment. That is, it can create, if the coal has impurities of nitrogen and sulfur, then it will produce sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides, and it will also creates carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, and it leads to the increase of global warming. And also because of mining, the earth, the underground area is also affected by it. So this is all about the petroleum.